serving central Queensland. This is 7 Local News.
Tonight, central Queensland braces as a monsoonal low nears the coast. A Kawarl home destroyed by fire. Last-minute shoppers hit stores for Christmas buys. And the region's best festive light displays. Good evening. Thanks very much for joining us. Central Queenslanders are being warned to expect heavy rain over the coming days, with forecasters predicting a monsoonal low to cross the far north coast tonight. The region is preparing for a wet festive season, with the system likely to dump 300 millimetres in some parts. It's been a sad start to Christmas for a Kawarl family, with their home destroyed by fire. The blaze tore through the Glenora Road home shortly before 11 o'clock last night. Wet weather and muddy conditions made it hard to get to the property. Well, here tonight on 7 Local News, the real Santa talks to us and how generous viewers have helped transform a disabled teenager's life. Nice having you with us on 7 Local News. Now, you can forget the shopping centre Santas because we've found the real deal. In fact, you can look up Mr. Santa in the phone book. And a happy Christmas to all of you as well. Thanks very much for that. OK, Nathan, let's get into sport. Rocky's cycling queen back in town. I'm guessing the bike's hanging in the shed, though.
It is, Broughy. Anna Mears is home and she's putting her feet up for a bit. Boy, does she deserve it. We'll have more on her year next, plus hockey and Rockhampton's Reds ready for the new Super 15 rugby season.
Hello, coming up after the local news, full coverage of the Christmas floods and cyclone threat, the roads cut, the towns in danger of isolation. We'll cross to our crews in Queensland's flood zones. And the last-minute Christmas rush before the weather hits and Santa arrives. All that in 7 News tonight.
You're with 7 Local News. Rockhampton cycling legend Anna Mears is back home with family and friends for the Christmas weekend. Now, she's only here for 3 days, but after the cracking pace she's set all year, she's looking forward to putting her feet up and relaxing. There we go, Broughy. Now we're both on holidays after tonight, so just Merry Christmas to yourself and everyone at home. Happy New Year, and please stay safe during this weather. Yeah.
Enjoy the break.
Will do, mate. You too.
See you when you get back. All right. We'll take a break. Weather details, of course, as Liv in a moment. We're back soon here on 7.
Good evening, Livio Regano with tonight's weather. Well, once again, I'm handing over the reins just as the weather starts to get interesting. If everything goes to plan while I'm gone, this wet season will likely rank among the big guns in Queensland's rainfall history, comparable to the bumper years of the 1950s and 70s. So far, just 45 millimetres at Rolleston, but plenty more coming. Temperatures are becoming quite cloud affected, with tops generally on the low side and bottoms on the high side. Humidity's right up there as well. And now on the satellite loop, widespread rain across the whole state of Queensland, especially in the tropical north. And in fact now flood warnings have been issued for just about every major river system through the state, at least the eastern side of the state. And there's also a general severe weather warning covering a broad scale area for flash flooding anywhere between the Gulf of Carpentaria across the state of Queensland and into the southeast. And this sort of weather pattern is going to continue. On today's chart, hard to believe that little monsoon low could produce such a furore. It's a major engine room producing widespread cloud, arms of precipitation extending right across the tropics into the southeast, fed by the moist easterlies coming straight off the Coral Sea and being assisted in the uplift by the upper level trough sitting on top of that surface one. On tomorrow's chart, most likely scenario, the low will cross the coast somewhere between Cairns and Cooktown. It won't most likely turn into a tropical cyclone, but it will re-establish itself in the Gulf of Carpentaria, and in so doing will increase the winds to warning strength north of about Bowen. On the outlook chart now, the monsoon trough gets carried away or caught up by the next upper level system, dragged into southeast Queensland. This will shift the focus of the heavy rain away from the tropics into the southeast right through Sunday and Monday. And now the Bureau's forecast. In coastal waters from St Lawrence to Burnett Heads, east-northeasterlies tomorrow, 15 to 20 knots. There's a 2-metre east-southeasterly swell offshore. Winds turning northeast to northwesterly on Sunday and Monday. Tomorrow's high tides at Roslyn Bay, about 11:56 in the day. Port Alma, 11:57. Gladstone, just after 12 o'clock. The Capricornia District forecast. We've got a flood warning for the Fitzroy River still. Rain and thunder continuing with moderate to heavy falls and moderate to fresh northeasterly winds. For Sunday, not much to change, and Monday looks similar as well. Central Highlands and Coalfields, rain and thunder once again with moderate to heavy falls, and that'll go for the next few days. No changes expected. Tomorrow's temps, Rockhampton and Gladstone, 26 degrees. Yeppoon and Biloela also 26. Emerald heading for 28. In the Rockhampton City forecast, rain at times tomorrow with further heavy falls predicted over coming days, quite possibly into the new year. My fabulous friends, I'm going away for a while, but I'll be back next year. Thanks for being such a champion audience. Happy wet Christmas, and here's one final word from our anchorman, Rob.
Good on you, Liv. Thanks very much, mate. Well, do your very best to stay dry in the wet. I hope things work out okay for you and the family. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the festive period. And from all of us at 7 Local News, happy Christmas. See you in the new year. Good night.